Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Farmcast. We're back today with another top three, bottom three. Since all of us here at the Farmcast, we are pro parties, we are pro having fun, we are party people. So we're going to give you the top three, bottom three things to bring to a party.
I mean, as everybody knows, we are a hardy party bunch that loves to go out and have a real good time. So if you can trust nobody else but the Farmcast to bring you your best partying tips and do's and don'ts.
The definitive party do's and don'ts. So I'll get us started here. First one of things that you should, top three things to bring to a party. Number one, we're going to go with right off the bat, bring a gun. Now, from
Okay, Gilbert Arenas.
Kidding on the gun. I just I wanted to see if anyone maybe would agree with that. If you want to bring a gun,
I was just nodding. Yeah, I was ready to hear your
you
reason.
could. Yeah, it's a good one. It's not mine, but I think it's a good one in general. Like, I just want to get it out there. Maybe an honorable mention.
That's a good one.
But the first one is to bring anything that you're not afraid to lose. Do not bring a single thing. Everything on you, your phone obviously is the only thing that, like, obviously you don't want to lose that. But anything on you, you should be okay with losing. Because there's a good chance you will. Whatever you've got on, be prepared, because you could easily, or like something, like, don't wear a good shirt. Because you might get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I always make sure anything I have with me, I might lose it, so be prepared to lose it.
This is a party. Do you not bring your wallet?
No, I at least leave my debit. Unless we're going out to the bars after, I leave my debit card at home. I'll bring my wallet, but I leave my debit card.
This is a lesson I wish I would have learned a long time ago, but unfortunately, I had to learn the very hard way. Zach knows a night we were at the same party, and on one night I lost my phone, my wallet, and a like $50 or $60 hat I got at the Bucks game the night before. Lost it all in one trip. It was not a great party experience. You can blame me. You can blame the bottle of Burnett's that I decided would be my drink of choice for the night. Either way, terrible mistakes were made. So do not bring anything you are not afraid to lose.
Yep.
Or do not bring anything that you are afraid to lose.
Yeah. And actually, the reason I said I would even bring my wallet in the first place, without debit card aside, don't even do that. Don't bring the wallet. Don't bring the ID. Because that just don't bring the ID, because if you had it on you, never mind. That's an underage one. I'm not going to give those tips away to the podcast. But yeah, be prepared to lose everything.
Hypothetically,
a big tip for anyone who, and I don't suggest it. We do not condone this kind of activity. But if you were under the age of drinking alcohol, don't bring your ID. And if you do get caught and the cops ask you for ID, so you don't have it, you're not lying, and then try to find a way to get out of that situation. Find a way to escape. While they're working with everyone else, find a way to escape. 90% chance you can. So
Absolutely. I don't condone underage drinking, but if you can get yourself out of any sort of situation, do it. Kind of circling back to your initial point, Zach. So me personally, having my phone and my wallet on me, if I don't have both those things on me, I feel naked.
Okay.
So if you're ever out at a party and you have your wallet on you, this isn't a surefire way to make sure you don't lose it or it doesn't get stolen. But if you throw it in your front pocket, one of your front pockets instead of one of your back pockets, you're like, your hands just kind of, you can constantly kind of touch it and make sure it's there. Like, if you're still with it enough, to realize this is something I got to look after.
Yeah.
it's one of those things, like, I literally cannot do anything without having my phone or something in my pants. Like, it is I feel so naked.
Phone, yeah. I can work without the wallet. Phone and keys, I can work. I can operate without the wallet.
I'm okay without keys. I'm fine with that. Keys. I need my wallet on me. I do.
Oh, I'm the complete opposite. If I don't have my keys, I start freaking out. I need the keys. That's my wallet.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
We all got things that we feel like we need to have. So
Yeah, that's true. Like a gun in
a
some
gun,
cases.
yes.
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe.
Sure, my
If
dad
you're
actually.
Octoberist.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
True. What about your dad?
Well, my dad had got me a pistol for Christmas this past year, so now I can
Gotta show
actually go to a party and stay strapped at all times.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
sweet.
You would definitely be the
Yeah.
coolest one there.
Yeah.
Show
Hey,
off the
do
Glock.
you guys mind if I play some Big Sean? Oh,
I do.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
In fact, I very much mind.
Great question. Which is a perfect segue into my next one. And this is arguably top 2 most important thing to bring to a party it's 2 things. It depends on the situation. One, step 1, make sure there is a good speaker system there. If not, provide your own. You do not want to be there while they got the janky Walmart ass little speaker thing. You do not get out. If I go there and I see they're playing off of a fucking Walgreens $20 little speaker, I'm leaving. I'm going home. I'm getting my speaker. Bring your fucking speaker. That's one thing. If you don't have a good speaker, let me know. It's fine. It's no big deal, but you have to have a good speaker. And if they do have a good speaker, the part 2 of this, have a playlist ready. Don't be the person skipping songs halfway through. This is my biggest pet peeve. If you're out hanging out with some people and a song is halfway through, even if people don't love it, skipping songs is obnoxious. Have something ready. Have something ready. Don't.
Well, what's even worse, I think you actually left out the biggest pet peeve, and I know this is for you too. It's not that just that, but it's, let's say you're the, I got a few songs, can I request a few? And you're like, sure, you give somebody your Spotify phone. If you just outright play that song instead of queuing it up like a normal human being, you
are not even an asshole. You should that's why you gotta bring the gun. All right, you really gotta set some rules there. You are a fucking shithead if you're saying let me play something and you immediately, because it's taking it off. If it is a playlist, it's taking it off of that loop. So now you're gonna have to go back and press shuffle, and you might repeat songs. You are a lunatic. It's 2021. You can't be doing that. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God.
Grow up.
Yeah, where do you get off? Who raised you? God. How rude.
We'll get to it in a second. I do just wanna put it out there. I don't think you should bring a speaker to, especially like a house party or something like that, unless you're asked to bring one.
Yes. Coordinate. If you know the people whose house it is, be like, hey, do you need... That's one thing. Like, you good on like the sound or whatever? Make sure, because they might have an amazing setup, and then you're that asshole bringing a fucking boombox.
Yeah, right.
Here's the thing. Ultimate power play. Let's say you do go to a party. They have just like some guy's got us like $15 Walmart shower speaker. You become the instant alpha of the whole party if you bring your fucking like beach stereo that's like for outdoor listening. You bring the diamond box, you put that thing on the floor, you are instantly
no one is fucking with me when I pull up with this baby. I'll tell you that. No one is touching me. That's my gun. I stay strapped. But I had that once. I was at a huge party that on one side had someone brought their own speaker, and the entire side of the house is just listening to something different. It's pretty cool, honestly, pretty cool.
You get a couple different flavors.
That man walked in, he said, "We're listening to what I want to listen," and he was just ready no matter what. So yeah, that's a big pet peeve, because music makes and breaks a party no matter what, 10 times out of 10. And then coming in at number 1, again, these two were tied. It was close to see which one I should put over the other one. This one's predictable. Bring some Miller Lite. Bring a lot of Miller Lite. Bring a lot. Because
I consider this for the list.
Because not only are you getting a delicious beer, You're getting something you can drink fast, drink easy, feel great doing, affordable, but bring you a lot of beer in case there is someone there who ran out of alcohol for whatever reason, or, maybe came thinking they were going to have a light night but now want to turn it up. Have enough beer for everyone. There's nothing better. No one will appreciate it more than just having a beer. Just handing someone else a beer. And if it's at a party, it's not like a bar, so you aren't paying like $6 for a beer. You're bringing your own from a $20 or even less than $20 for a 30 rack. You're pulling it up, you're plopping it on the ground, and you're having it out, and everyone likes you now because you brought the best beer to a party.
Also, it's an insanely cheap way, but a really good way to just meet some quick party friends. Just hand them a beer.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like being handed a beer?
Instant connection. There's nothing better. Oh, we gotta share a story. We gotta share a story now, Kyle. Do you remember side note, to add to how important a beer is. We had a friend. His name will stay anonymous for the podcast. He got very inside his head, we'll say. He was very messed up. He had a little bit of a puke. And when we were leaving this guy's place, it was a very small gathering. He put out his hand to shake his hand and be like, "It's okay, buddy." And our friend pulls out a beer from his pocket and hands it to him. Instead of shaking his hand, it was almost like an apology. Just hands him a beer and leaves. So, that's how important. A beer can also make up for an apology if you puke or do some stupid shit.
It's a connector of people. It's the great glue that really holds together the fabric of our society. Thank you, Miller Lite. Please sponsor our podcast since you can't afford the brewers.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. I'm repping Miller Park, the Sea League experience at Miller Park. Boycotting.
Do you mean the AmFam experience?
Boycotting that.
That's disgusting.
See, I think you guys are going to be on the wrong side of history. I think the right side of history is overly embracing AmFam.
No.
I can get down with that. I can get down with it hosting.
No, it's going to get so annoying with that's going to be such a tired take of, always call it Miller Park. Sure, great. You know what's also way funnier? Overly calling it AmFam Field.
I can actually get down with that. That is pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. I'm an AmFam man for life. AmFam. Say that 10 times fast. AmFam man.
AmFam man.
Man, AmFam man. That's easy. That's not even a tongue twister.
Look at linguistic fenner. Yeah. Beautiful.
I'm a very good pronunciator of words.
I'm the best. I have the best words.
Yeah, I can say it all. So yeah, that's my top three. A gun, anything that you're not afraid to lose, speakers or a playlist, and Miller Lite, top three.
Okay.
The gun an honorable mention.
Well, it's spiritually a part of it. It's not in my list, but it's spiritually there.
Okay.
Okay. So my number one on my list, I was going to name it third, but it was actually my number one. Zach already mentioned it. Miller Lite. I wasn't sure if Zach was going to mention it. I figured it needed to be brought up if need be. But just to broaden it up a little bit, if for some reason you aren't a Miller Lite guy, just bring a little bit more beer than you think you will need.
Yeah.
Because some people will always drink it, and like you guys said, it's a good way to meet people and make new friends and become friendly, especially if it's at a spot you're not necessarily familiar with people who are there.
Yep.
So
just hand them a brew. Yeah. Easy.
Hand them a brew. Yeah.
Best icebreaker.
And don't be afraid to bring a water or a couple waters. It's not the worst thing in the world to have some waters. Like if you park your car outside, hey, I'm going to go outside, smoke a dart, and grab a water or something. You know what I mean? So
that's a great. I should do that more. That's a great one that I don't do, but I should.
Yeah. I don't do it much either because when you're ready to go out, you aren't like, oh, let me be responsible and grab my fucking case of water. But
no, you're right. I forgot to put it on my list, but that is a great thing to bring to a party. Just a few darts.
Yes. You know what?
That's a spiritual honorable mention.
I was thinking about it because there are going to be people at the party that have darts. If you bring a lighter, because they might have forgotten their lighter. That way you don't got to go out and buy a pack of cigs. But you can be like, yeah, I'll let you Hey, anybody got a lighter? Yeah, is that cool if I snag a dart from you real quick? And that way you don't like feel pressured to smoke more. Because me personally, when I'm drinking, if I have my own pack of cigs,
Oh
I'm
boy.
smoking a lot of cigs that
Oh,
day. Like, I'm smoking a lot of cigs.
That's-
So.
There is, as somebody who doesn't rip darts professionally, there is nothing better than a nice house party cigarette on the porch.
With some
There are
random
few
dude out
words
there
in life.
wasted. Hey man, you want one?
Yeah. Yes.
Just and especially if it's not your like somebody just hands you one. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Compliments to the chef.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, that is like the most economical thing to do. Just bring a lighter. Never buy cigs. Bring a lighter and just say, anyone need a lighter? Someone's bound to. Someone's bound to, even if they lost theirs. Economically, you might never buy a cig, but you might smoke a lot of cigs.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you like to partake in maybe some other things, and those people forgot a lighter as well, you could maybe bounce in and partake on that stuff too. So
For sure.
lighter's a good thing to have. That's an honorable mention for me.
Okay.
It's a good one. Very strong.
Next, so you guys might want to. I don't know how everybody will feel on this one, but a pair of sneakers. Don't try to get super fancy with your shoes. Just a regular pair of sneakers. You don't necessarily. I mean, if you're going to the beach or something, obviously you want flip flops or slides, but you don't want to wear that to like a house party or something. You don't necessarily want to have these big like boots on or anything. For me personally, because you never know what you're going to get into. If somebody has a football, you might be out in the street throwing a football around. You want to be able to partake in that. So, and I like to go, sometimes I just like wander off when I'm drunk. I want to have some comfortable shoes on when I'm doing
Pro
something.
move, by the way.
Yes,
Yeah.
easily.
And also, so wandering off when you're drunk, pro move. But especially like you're gonna wake up that next morning. If you're drinking, everybody knows this. If you're not drinking enough water, not only are you gonna be hungover, you're gonna get that sore legs thing going on where you just like you don't drink, you're really dehydrated, and then your just legs hurt. So you don't want to compound that with uncomfortable shoe hurt at the same time. That's just asking for a whole Sunday to be ruined.
Yeah.
Get a comfortable pair of shoes.
And this is perfect too. Making sure it's a pair that's not too nice because it might get really dirty. You don't know where you're stepping foot in. It could get nasty. So
that I actually have a personal experience with that one because there was a time when you had a bonfire at your place, Zach, and it must have been like a springtime one because it was really muddy, and I wore like nice shoes to this. I could never wear them again after that day because I absolutely ruined them. That was back in like 2013 when you could still wear Sperry's and not be shot on sight.
Okay.
A simpler time.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, there's nothing worse than getting some, especially if you're in a basement. You know, Milwaukee basements, I've learned, they've got some disgusting things down there. They've got like a slimy concrete that just appears during house parties. Plus, you don't know if people are spilling vodka everywhere. Spoiler alert, they are.
House party is a dangerous place.
Or somebody like puked and they didn't necessarily clean it all up or something, and you just happen to step in it. Like, yeah.
That's a great one.
My last one is you could broaden it maybe a little bit to just other like party accessories, I guess, but it's never a bad thing to have a pack of ping pong balls in your pocket.
This is a great one too. This is a really good one. Yep.
As somebody who gets very bored when just sitting around at a party, if they have a table and they have red Solo cups, but they're like, shit, I forgot ping pong balls. This is another one of those things, kind of like if they have a shitty speaker, you become like the savior of the party.
Can I stop you right here, actually? Because this was number one on my list.
Okay.
So if we can just go right into that, I don't know if you want to do a quick recap or not of yours.
Sure. I have Miller Lite /water. Be cognizant of what footwear you are wearing, and ping pong balls, and also a lighter.
Yes. Great list. So this leads right into mine because one of mine is it's not even just the ping pong balls. Just bring everything you need for beer pong. Beer pong at any party, I don't care what. It could be the soberest party of all time. There's just something about playing beer pong with a group of friends. It has never gotten old to me, and I don't know if it ever will. I feel like for my generation, it's like a beanbag toss for boomers.
Yep.
Like I might be playing BP till I'm dead.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes.
care. I think it's like completely transcended frat boy stuff. It's just weirdly fun no matter what. Playing at some random house party, playing it in a pool. It's the best no matter what.
Yeah.
I will never never not be way too excited to run the tables. I will never not just like, oh, they got BP, or if you're bringing it there and you start playing some shit, there is nothing that, oh my god, it gets me going. That,
You know how like people who like peaked in high school like relive their sports highlights over and over again because that's all they have. That's kind of like how I am with my beer pong highlights, and I think Zach is very much the same way because usually Zach is my partner for every game of beer pong I've ever played, and
we've ran some shit.
We've had some legendary nights. We've been on some undefeated streaks. We've taken down some real titans of the game
The
biggest moments, the biggest spotlight.
We have rose to the challenge in so many battles. One pretty recently, I think, is one of the most memorable that I'll ever have. Pissing off some frat dudes in their own game on home field advantage.
The first time Zach and I had been to like a college house party in years. We show up. I know one person there outside of Zach. There was just frat guys running that table. Zach and I just cracked the old knuckles, and we reclaimed the throne. It was a beautiful feeling.
It was great.
They were so mad.
Yep.
So yeah, those are the highlights I relive to give my life meaning and purpose.
Yep.
There's also, this is just something I want to put out there and say, because when we all went to Omaha last March, I had never played like any other sort of like deviation of beer pong before, and you guys introduced me to baseball. Hell of a game baseball is. I'm sure there are many more similar games out there that you can play with red solo cups and pong balls.
Mm-hmm.
So those are just things. I don't know exactly where I'm going with this, but ideal. Those are must-have things at a party.
It's a beautiful marriage of flip cup and beer pong.
Yes.
It is a great game. The only problem is you need at least like 8 people.
Yeah,
because it's like 4. You do like 4v4, and you gotta all be paying attention.
Yeah.
The one thing I really fucking love about baseball is this is like a gamer term, but like when you get on base, you can like ego challenge everybody where it's like, I'm gonna flip this cup and I'm gonna drink mine faster than you drink yours.
There are some disrespectful moments in that. You can get as filthy as you want. You can walk up there if you're about to steal. For those of who don't know, you flip the cup to steal. You can walk up there. You can eye your opponent who's across the table. You can tell them, I'm gonna steal. You're not gonna beat me. And beating them right when you do it, it's great. Mm-hmm. That's why you got to keep the gun on just in case things get heated. It always comes back to the gun.
In case you start losing
Yep.
You can only take so much disrespect in a game like that.
Right.
So yeah, you need just bring the solo cups and the beer pong balls. Just always be ready. Have a backpack full. Worst case scenario, you don't need them.
Right.
But best case scenario, you're ready, and everybody's gonna have a good time.
Exactly.
So that's mine. It's my first one, anyways. Next one is slightly more mundane, but it's a real crowd pleaser. It's not exactly a real hardcore house party thing. But if you're going to like a really casual, like we'll get together, bring a cheese, meat, and cracker plate. Nobody won't. You cannot find a place that won't appreciate that unless you're hanging out with like a bunch of hardcore vegans who just like won't touch the stuff.
Yep.
But like everybody can appreciate a cheese and meat platter.
Especially as we get older and we move more away from the big obnoxious house parties. Snacks, great. Plus you're helping whatever you're gonna do tomorrow. Having food in your system is just a good call, and having it in front of you free so you don't even need to stop the party. No one has to run to a location. That's the worst. I always feel bad when someone has to leave. Let's all stay together. Let's huddle together. You can eat while we party.
See, and I think I'm also moving into the stage in life where it's like I didn't want to make this like too personal, so I was like, cheese and meat platter, it's great, but like I'm starting to get to the point where I kind of just like making something to bring to a party. Like I have a buffalo chicken dip that I'm very confident in. I think it holds up to anybody's you could find that I make in a crock pot, and buddy, I bring that to a party. That's the ultimate crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
And there's no better way to just like let your nuts hang than just bringing a hell of an appetizer.
On top of this too, with making stuff, if you have a special drink that are gonna blow people away, bring it. One time, back 2019, I went to a Christmas party. They had CBD vodka, infused vodka. Boy, blew my mind.
Never heard.
Oh, yeah, I didn't either, and I was blown away. Coolest shit ever. Very impressed. So, yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah, that's the first I've heard of that. Fenner, you got any specialty dishes?
He brings a fine Miller Lite.
Now, a lot of times, like I'm not like the best cook or anything. I don't really enjoy cooking. But like if I go back home to Wisconsin, like we normally have a massive dinner at my grandma's house, and then if I go somewhere, like I'll sometimes bring like leftovers from my grandma.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
And they're always a big hit. So.
Yeah, that's a great move. I like that one actually.
Yeah,
just bring somebody else's food.
Yeah, Well, because a lot of times it's like there's, especially like my grandmother, she like makes way too much food for what we're gonna need, and then she just like the rest of the time I'm home, she tries to force feed it to me because her and my grandpa aren't gonna eat it before it goes bad. So it's like, let me just take this and bring this elsewhere where people will enjoy it.
Right.
So for my final one, let me kind of set the stage a little bit. So let's say you're going to a party and you're not exactly totally familiar with all the patrons of said party. A quick way to weed out people that you just don't want to talk to is very simple. Just bring White Claw, because that will instantly weed out all of the annoying people who get all like extra macho about it, and they're like, "Oh, drinking a White Claw, huh? I bet you drink a man's drink." And just you get all that out of the way. You get all those people. They show themselves, and you don't waste any time.
Get the cowards out of there.
Yeah, the real alpha dogs who are too good, and they just drink some IPA that tastes like a homeless man's piss.
Yep. Bottom three. I don't have this on bottom three. IPAs. Don't bring an IPA. Don't care.
No,
unless you're drinking for yourself, don't push it on anyone. Actually, don't bring it for yourself. I don't want to see it. I'm disgusted.
Just eat really easy. Outside, okay, you can judge IPA people because they're IPA people, but I sound like such a hypocrite after saying that, but I was going to say, don't judge what people bring to drink, except if it's an IPA. Judge the shit out of them.
Yeah, they've earned it.
Easy.
Yeah, they've earned it.
Don't judge somebody for drinking like their New Amsterdam, like Barstool drink, whatever it is. Who cares if it's a little fruity? That's fine. Doesn't make you less of a man. What makes you less of a man is if you get a big dick about somebody drinking a fruity drink. That makes you less of a man.
I think I have said this before. I will never understand people trying to shit on other people for liking the taste of something that they are drinking. If you like the taste of something that tastes like pink lemonade, let them like the taste of it. Who fucking cares? You don't have to drink it. And nobody wants to hear your input on, oh, well, you should just drink it. You should just drink vodka mixed with Coke. Like, fuck off. I don't care.
For the record, I just want to clear this up because we have a long-standing rivalry on the pod with Natter Days. I just want to get this out there. I don't care if someone else is drinking them. I will never drink them. I don't care. Go for it if you can stand them. Those kill me.
That's the whole point.
Yeah,
that's the whole point. I won't drink like like a pink lemonade vodka, for instance, because you said that New Amsterdam, they have like this pink lemonade vodka.
Oh.
I won't drink that. If that's something you enjoy to drink, what the fuck do I care?
Right.
What does it matter to me?
Right.
So
Yeah.
So top three are White Claws, a cheese and meat, or just like any kind of nice appetizer like that, and beer pong equipment.
Yep. It's
There
a
you
great one. Now we get to the bottom, the do nots. I cycled back to a lot of my old host party days for these, but the first one, while we were just talking about it, don't bring some shitty hard alcohol and then pass it around for people to take shots. AKA, don't bring burnett's.
Hey,
I've seen what it's
give it
done.
all to me instead.
Yeah. Hey, power to you. I am not. If you're passing around, first of all, COVID society, don't pass around any bottles. This is a COVID
the
world.
alcohol
For the
kills
next,
it, so
yeah,
you're fine.
fair.
Oh, Burnett's old.
Yeah.
I think Burnett's is the vaccine.
They're just putting it in. That's why everyone feels so shitty the day after they get it. It's because it's Burnett's.
Yeah, take it from me.
But I get it. This is something that happened a lot, like freshman year of college. Passing around the bottle of Burnett's is just never a good idea. Because first of all, no one wants it. Unless if they aren't asking for it, no one wants it. No one wants a shitty swig of Burnett's that everyone's been chugging on the whole night. And second of all, I don't have a second point. The first one was good enough. It's really shitty. I hate it. Don't make me drink a lot of Burnett's. Yeah, just don't be that guy.
One thing to just quickly add on to this. This isn't something where it's like a bad thing to bring to a party because everybody can bring whatever sort of alcohol they want to bring to a party. But if you are passing a bottle around, please, for people like me, I'm asking everybody out there who is listening, if I pass the bottle on, don't be a fucking dickhead and try to peer pressure me into drinking it. First off, I don't do great with hard liquor. I pretty much just drink beer or seltzers or something because I know what I can handle. Hard alcohol doesn't do great things for me. So, and I know that. I'm not like trying to be an asshole saying, oh, like this isn't good enough for me or something. I just don't want to drink it.
Yep.
Don't be a dickhead about it. Just let it go. More for you guys.
I'm at the point where because I get that too a lot. I'm at the point where I kind of want to do a power move there. I'm going to state if I'm really drunk. No, even better. If I'm really drunk and they're getting, and I know like, oh no, this is a really bad idea, and I take my swig, I'm going to tell them firsthand, no, I'm going to puke. And then if they hand it to me, they're like, no, you gotta. I'm going to take that swig, and I am not going to hold back if I feel myself come into puke. I'm gonna let it go. I told you, I'm not holding it back anymore. I've always felt it. Like if I still get, usually I'll be like, no, I'm fine, and I'll like hold it in. I'm not doing that anymore. Post-COVID society, I'm not holding back. If I tell you I'm gonna puke, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, that's a new thing. 2021. Yeah,
The year of puke.
Yup. So moving on, this one is kind of more of an idea than it is a specific thing not to bring. But I just wrote down dudes. So there's a lot to unpack here.
Clearly.
First off, if you're having like a party with the boys,
Holy shit.
when it comes to having a party with the boys, it applies to don't bring
Too many boys. Okay?
No. Don't bring uninvited dudes. Like, if you're having like a 10-person thing and like you're coming with someone who just no one has a heads up that this one's coming and it's not like, well approved, it could be a little, it can shake things up a little bit. But if you're going to a house party, I've learned they always say the girl to guy ratio if you're getting in. The old freshman year thing. So showing up to a party with a bunch of dudes, you're not getting in. It's okay, it's fine, but you're not getting in, and you're probably just going to make a big scene at the door on the front lawn. So there's a wide spectrum here, but overall, don't bring dudes to parties. Any comment?
Um,
Bottom three.
I do actually agree with the sentiment because when I go to a party, like especially if I'm told it's supposed to be like the boys or something, right? Like I like it to be like I like to know who's all gonna be there, and if I don't know, yeah, if there's somebody unwanted who I don't enjoy or something shows up, it's like okay, well then I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I'm not above that. I will do that.
Yeah,
like,
it can easily ruin a very
to an
good
extent,
night.
though. I think that I'm gonna push back just a little bit on this because if I'm already drunk at that point, I don't mind meeting some new people. If it's like people that I already know I don't like, sure, that's one thing.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
if it's like, hey, it's like one of your friends is coming and then he's bringing some of his friends, I'm kind of open to that.
No,
because
yeah.
it's like I need to do
yeah, no, I am.
I'm open to that
But-
for sure. Yeah.
But that's something like you don't spring that on the host. Like that's something. Hey, you might like I got a friend in town. Is that cool if he comes along or something like that? You know what I mean? Like,
and the answer is probably going to be yes, anyways. It's just nice having a heads up. Just showing up with a pack, it's like what the fuck. Like I didn't, and I know I'm someone who like I really want to like plan ahead and like visualize the people I have coming over or whatever. And if you show up with like
can ruin the chemistry.
Yeah. And
very
like,
quickly.
Yeah, so it's a mental thing of just like, okay, I want to know who's going to be here. Because if you have the whole, like, if you spend like the whole night, pre-gaming or whatever, getting ready, like excited, pumped to hang with the guys, and you get there and it's completely not what you expected, it's going to spring up some bad vibes.
Yeah. It also depends on like what kind of like if you're going to like a fucking house party, like a legitimate house party, or like a party out like around a bonfire, who the fuck cares who you bring?
Right.
That doesn't matter to me. But like if it's one of those things where it's like, hey, us 10 guys that we were really good friends with in high school or something, or whatever, we're still really good friends. We're all gonna get together and like that is the plan. And then you just randomly bring 2 or 3 other people. It's kind of like, well, they weren't part of the crew. They maybe could be, but that's not like the point of tonight is not to make new friends. It's to hang out with the friends we already have. You know.
And sometimes, and if that's the kind of thing you're trying to plan, you just don't want to find a turd in the punch bowl.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even though it's 99% punch, 1% turd ruins the whole batch.
That's what they say down south where you're from. It sounds like a very Florida like.
Well, as we say.
So the last
Seminole
Nation. So the last one I actually name dropped because it kind of ties into everything. The number one, and I don't care what you guys have on your list. This is by far the worst thing to bring to a party. It just is, and it's a little too easy to put on the list, but I wanted to put it on. It's bad vibes. Don't bring any bad vibes. Just don't. Oh, God. Well, it might spring up some bad vibes. Is it a gun?
It's not a gun.
Good. But, so...
if you bring the gun, there'll be no vibes.
Oh, true. But there is nothing worse. If everyone's, like, on a good level of drunk, having a good time, music, singing along. At this point, you're drunk and you're just throwing the beer pong. You don't even care if you're like that level. And someone comes in and says, "Holy shit, guys, you chill the fuck out." Vibe level, all the way down, all the way down. If everyone's vibing and one person does one thing, whatever it is, it could be. It could be turning off the music. It could be, there are so many different ways. If you do that, don't bring it. Or even if you're like being pressured into going out, you should not pressure your friends to go out, only because then they will have bad vibes and it will ruin the night regardless. So don't bring it. Stay in if you want to stay in and have no question. You can convince someone, but if they know for sure they are not in the mood, don't bring them out because they are going to suck.
I just want to apologize to all the parties in the past and probably all the parties in the future that I may be this person at. I don't think it happens very often, but there are some times where like I feel like I'm one of the only responsible ones at these parties and such. I don't get as drunk as everybody else. Yeah, no, I know it sounds super
boo.
lame, right? But
Yeah.
like if I'm there when the party ends, like I'll help clean up and shit so other people don't have to do it. But there are, yeah, no, I know a lot of people don't like to do that. But I will, like, also I'll be like, hey guys, like, maybe we just turn it down to like a notch or something. You know
Okay,
what
yeah,
I mean?
I
Like,
don't necessarily hate. I'm talking like mid party. That's a different. That's ending.
Okay.
That's not even like bringing bad vibes. That's guys. It's 4 a.m. Like we're
yeah.
packing it up. That's
But
different.
when you are that person, that's how it feels. Is that
I
you're
can
bringing the
imagine.
bad vibes?
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, guys, it's 4:30. Like the person next door is leaving for work. Like we gotta maybe reel it in a little bit.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
This is more of like 11 a.m. and you're doing it. Like things are just getting cracking and
Yeah.
people are.
Early party.
Hey, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
11 p.m. My bad. Yeah, wow. Well, that too. If it is a darty and it's like it's like people are having a good time at noon.
Yeah.
But yeah, bad vibes. Bad.
True.
Get
That's
them
why
out of here.
that's why my go live notification always vibes.
Yep,
Vibes?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It asks you, maybe not,
Yeah.
Rhetorical
Yeah.
question. We'll find out.
There's nothing better at a party than truly vibing.
Exactly.
And all it takes is just that one little incident, that one little guy who's just not into the flow of everything. Just kind of the guy who maybe he's making it all about him, or he's just kind of
Recently broke up with his girlfriend, and he's
trying
he
too
won't
hard to
shut
get
up
with a
about
chick.
it.
Oh,
yeah. The guy who's he just feels the need to overly aggressively hit on people.
I hate when guys overly aggressively hit on me.
the guy
That
who
ruins
will
my
like
vibes.
not take the hint.
Speak for yourself.
Yikes. The guy who will not take the hint. Don't ever
There's
be
always,
the guy.
I feel like if you go to like especially if you go to like a house party, especially with the amount of like stereotypical like a fucking college frat bro kind of dudes, you're always gonna have the guy who can't take the hint, and usually about 10 of them.
Yeah. Oh, yep. So don't be that guy. Try your hardest not to, please.
It's so easy to not be that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Just don't be.
Are we talking about specifically hitting on girls, or what are we talking about here?
Like
just
the guy
in general?
I think the guy who doesn't take the hint goes for a lot of things. I think it's that, and it's the guy who's like, there's a lot of times you can tell somebody's trying to be like the life of the party, and it's like, nobody wants that. Nobody wants what you're bringing to the table here. Just tone it down and just kind of go with the flow a little bit. Like sometimes, like it doesn't have to be all about you.
Yes,
that's okay.
And like if you going out to a party and your one goal is to like get with a chick and flirt with as many, that's more of what we're. Yeah, it's not just
This rolls right into the number one thing on my list to not bring to a party is to bring your like sexual desperation with you to a party. Like
leave the horniness at home.
If you want a girl like hit it off, awesome. That's perfect. You know what I mean? But like exactly what you said. If your one goal is to go to a party or go out and bring home a chick or a dude, whatever, and like that's you're the one aura everybody feels about you is that dude's horny. You don't need to bring that. Do not come out.
Yes.
And then there's a very, 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 very slippery slope from that dude's horny to that motherfucker is creepy.
Yes. Oh,
that's always what it is. There's no
slope.
They may start out just like, horny, joking, or whatever. I don't know. But they always end up, because, like, if that's the one thing they have in their mind, once they get a couple drinks in them, it's going to become more and more, like, prevalent. Yeah, and it's like, dude, these girls aren't into you. Just fucking let it be. Drink and have a good time. Like, yeah.
Also, the guy who, if you're at a bar, the guy who's always like, dude, let's go find some chicks.
Yeah.
Big. If you and the boys are just enjoying some nice fine pilsner, just having a good time, and the guy comes up a little too sweaty, guy, we gotta go find some chicks. We gotta go. It can be a vibe killer.
I will say that every once in a while you will find like the one guy who it's like doesn't say it in like a sweaty, creepy, desperate, way too drunk way, and it's like, find some chicks, it's like, okay.
All right.
Right? Yeah.
Away,
If it's
King.
if it's not like this big like achievement, then it's a little different. It's like, hey, you know, there's some ladies talking over there. That's a little different. That's casually bringing up to see how, you know, what the vibes are.
A little feel.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because that's fun too. Knock her off with some ladies at the bar. Fantastic.
Absolutely. Yeah. I put the emphasis on the sexual desperation part. Don't be desperate to get laid when you're at a party, because that just ruins it for everybody.
Yeah.
Not only does it ruin it for like the girls, because they're like, okay, this dude's fucking creepy, but then me, I sometimes, like, that's part of the reason sometimes I may feel like I'm a little bit of a downer. I feel like I'm like somewhat, I have like a parental kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, but it's like I'm looking at this fucking creep hitting on these girls, and it's like that makes me want to step out of my comfort zone to say something to him to like shut the fuck up, and then that gets me upset and ruins my night.
And then maybe he's an angry drunk.
And that's I'm not trying to do that at all, but it's just like, dude, just shut up.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah.
That's why you bring the gun.
Look at all these problems. Look at all the problems that it causes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Solved by bringing a
Jerk
gun
off
to the
before
party.
you go to the party, dude. Just jerk off before you go to the party.
I think that goes for everything.
Yeah. Everything. Yeah.
Any big decision, any activity you're gonna do, just do it before.
Get the horniness out.
Get it out of the system.
Great.
Get it out of the system.
Great tip.
Yeah. Okay, so number 2, don't bring a guitar to a party.
This is a fire.
Benner stole my number 1. This was my number 1. Do not do. I am in love with this take. Take it away, though. Take it away.
I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. I don't want to hear you playing guitar. This also, I think, feeds off of my first one, is sexual desperation. Because what other point are you bringing? Why are you bringing a guitar to a party if not to impress some ladies and hope to bring them home with you and woo them with your sweet rendition of 3 a.m. by Matchbox 20? Like,
Wonderwall ain't getting you no coochie, dog.
Nobody wants to hear it. Also, and I know you said like specifically, if you bring a guitar to a party, if I don't care if you find some dude's electronic keyboard, just keep it to yourself, bud.
Yep.
Have you guys been to a party where someone does any of this though? I've heard these stereotypes. I've never.
Yeah. I've been to a party with you where somebody was playing guitar.
When?
I don't know. It was in Milwaukee. It happened.
Someone was playing guitar?
Yeah.
I must have been very drunk. Well, then, yeah. Good thing I forget it. Yeah. I'm surprised. I didn't think I'd forget something that appalling.
We've stumbled into a lot of random houses, to be fair.
That's, yeah. They all, the CTs get into me.
Yeah.
Too much beer pong.
Yeah.
There is maybe a time and a place for it. Not specifically a guitar, or if you bring a musical instrument with you, but like I've been over to my friend's house out here, right? At his parents' house. They have a piano there, and one of our buddies is like just hot, like it was only like 6 of us, right? We were all drunk and stupid drunk, and he just started playing the piano, and it was like, okay, this is kind of cool, but it's not. I guess that's not really necessarily a party. That's just like the guys hanging out. You know what I mean? He hopped on. He played one song, and it wasn't like he just played it. Like one of my buddies, Jake, was like, "Hey, play that song on piano." You know what I mean? So it was like he didn't really want to do it, and then when he did it, we were hyping him up to do it, and then he did it. It sounded good. It was like, all right, that was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
He didn't play the piano ever again, but you know,
he hits the first couple keys of Runaway. Everyone.
That plays, and the only time you can really bring a guitar anywhere is if, like, let's say you're going to a bonfire with a group of people, then you can bring the guitar. I know, like, my brother and I used to do this, where he would just, like, hop on his acoustic guitar, and he'd play, like, some, like, sad bluegrass vibe, like, country thing, and then him and I would just do spoken word about our sad country lives.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
You do that at, like, a bonfire, that's hilarious. That's a great
funny,
move.
Yeah.
Also, this isn't. I just want to get this one out. We are very okay with you bringing your ukulele, Becker. This is not a shot at you if you're listening, because he brought one to the bonfire. It was very cool.
Ukuleles, yeah, I was gonna say, I think ukuleles are a little different.
Yeah.
Ukuleles are
That's a party instrument.
No,
that is a party instrument, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I've never had it happen, but I always thought it'd be super fucking cool if I personally learned how to play the harmonica and could just riff on a harmonica just out of nowhere.
Ooh, that would play.
I don't know if I would have the nuts to do it at like a party or something, but that'd be
If
cool.
you're drunk enough, you'd be fine.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
also,
if I was
I think
drunk
that's
enough.
one of those things where it's like a harmonica is so random, and a harmonica can be so funny. Where it's like, then you just play a little sad, little harmonica jazz blues kind of thing in the background. Let somebody just get like their sad rocks off, just like a little sad story.
No, or you're rocking it outside with the dudes smoking
Great
cigs.
That's what
I'm saying.
Then you make them feel like they're living. My life's a movie, bro.
Yeah.
You
You can play your way into getting a cig.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey man, can you spot me one? Hell yeah. Rock and rolling.
So my last one, I'll keep it a little short, because Zach, you did swing me on it a little bit. But I had written down a speaker unless you're asked to bring a speaker. Because I've had a bonfire, not at my house, but we have like a little camping ground, public camping ground where I have like organized, like a little party. I have a big speaker, I'm playing music, and then it happened 2 different times. Somebody started playing music out of their car, and then somebody brought their own little like Bluetooth speaker like this fucking big and was playing music. And the person who was playing music out of their speaker, I went up to him, I was like, hey, I'm playing music, like that's pretty fucking annoying. And he's like, oh, we're just not into, like, we're not really into like that rap music. We just want to listen to some country. It's like, okay, shut up, dude. Like,
Fenner, when I tell you, I would not be able to. Even if you aren't into what's being played, what are you doing overlapping the sounds? Now no one's happy.
Unreal. No, nobody's having a good time.
I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it was, and this was I'd say at like 1:00, so like halfway into the night. I was planning on staying out there till 3-4 o'clock. I didn't make it past 2 o'clock. I was like, this is enough for me. I'll go home. It completely ruins the night.
No kidding.
Yeah. Then it also makes me feel bad. I know I'm playing heaters, but it does make me feel bad. It's like, it makes you almost subconscious a little bit. Like, does everybody hate the fucking music I'm playing? Nobody else has said anything. Everybody else is having a good time, but it's like,
just
I don't know.
But these guys feel the need to like mix genres. Awesome.
Oh,
Thanks.
Gross.
Right.
Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah, sucks. So my bottom 3 were your sexual desperation. Never bring that to a party.
Yep.
A guitar and a speaker, unless you're asked to bring a speaker.
It's a good one.
So my number 1, like I said, was bar none a guitar. So we don't have to get too into that one again. That one speaks for itself, and we've covered that enough. So I'll go to my next one. This one might surprise you to hear me say it, but don't bring political takes. Now, I know that surprises. I know from hearing it from me. But I have accidentally had fun at parties with people that I found out afterwards were like hardcore conservatives. And it's like, you know what? But at the time, we didn't have to get into it. We had a good old time. And I can live with that memory of that person. I don't need to know that they don't want people to have health care and think they should all give birth and not have abortions. I don't need to get into that. If they aren't bringing that out like to the fourth, like if they're not putting that center stage, I'm very happy not knowing that information. I'm already drunk and I'm looking to have a good time. So keep it at home. Just keep your political takes at home. And you guys know me. That's a big shift from what you would think.
I was just gonna say that's I think it's a great one. Didn't expect to hear it from you. The Christmas party I was talking about earlier with the CBD vodka, I wish I would have just turned away from this conversation, but I got into like at least a 2-hour conversation. And I didn't know how to get out of it. But then I was like, what am I doing? This is this is a party. I really want to like not do that.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I say this. I'm not looking to bring my takes, but if someone's spewing absolute dog water, like total nonsense,
I maybe chime in one time, but I'm not gonna like make that like define the night. Like I totally owned this fucking Republican at the party last night.
I'm not trying to say that either. I'm saying if somebody's saying something like egregiously stupid, that's like, you might just chime in. But don't go looking to have a nice political discussion. You want to talk about a way to derail, and just like Zach said, it led into a 2-hour conversation he didn't even want to be a part of.
Yeah, I literally just stumbled into it.
Something to bring up if you want to have a good like educational talk at a party is bring up religion. Now that's something we can all get behind. Right?
Absolutely,
everybody loves to have a nice talk about that.
I like some Jesus talk.
Absolutely.
And then my
Muhammad talk. We can talk about whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Buddha talk. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Well, Confucianism talk.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So my last one is it's kind of along the same lines as bringing dudes, but just don't bring your annoying friend. It's really that simple. Everybody has a couple friends. They know they're the annoying friend. Just leave them at home sometimes. That's okay too.
I'm glad you threw in sometimes, because if you are truly friends with that person, their other friends, or your other friends in your friend group, are also not going to bring them out all the time. If you're actually like ride or die with that guy, you got to bring him every once in a while, and that's just something that like that'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
And it's one of those things where it's like, I'm always thinking, like, specifically with this one, it's like, I know there are certain people that I like to see if they come to a party. I don't like their friends very much.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm 50-50 on this one. Completely agree. If it's if I'm seeing an annoying friend, if I'm being targeted as the annoying friend, not here for this one. That's the one.
I've been the annoying friend.
Yeah, that's
I
the
think
one
everybody's been the annoying friend.
Yeah. That's why I'm 50-50. If it's me as the annoying friend, out on this
Here's the difference. If I personally have an annoying friend, by definition, they're still my friend. I don't want to see your annoying friend.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that take. Yeah, don't bring your annoying. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Will I continue to bring my annoying friends? Absolutely.
Can't stop me. Yeah.
Let me revise. Yeah. Don't you bring your annoying friend.
This is a great one.
I will continue to do whatever I please.
Oh my god.
Easy one. So yeah, my bottom three is real quick. Also a guitar.
Who's the annoying friend of us three right here?
Zach and I have
by default it's me, right?
Yeah.
By default it's me. Yeah.
We can all agree it's funner. Yeah. As long as it's not me, I'm rolling with it. Yeah. I was gonna go with whoever.
No way in hell you and I haven't been at one point identified as the annoying friend. No chance.
Kyle, we stormed down a street for 10 minutes saying that's an awfully hot coffee pot. We have easily been the annoying friend.
More like 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Don't bring your.
Zach and I also were taking pictures in front of a random truck parked in the middle of the street and just kept yelling Thanos car.
Holy shit! See, that's why once I heard this one, I'm like, oh fuck. Oh man. Overall, a good one though. If it's
strong
to someone else.
So yeah, a guitar, political takes, and your annoying friend.
Yep. So there you have it. The Farmcast has led you through the things to take to a party or not take to you specifically. So thank you for listening to another episode of the Farmcast. We're here. We're the podcast with the partiest. I can't think of something clever to say for putting party cast. That's it. Party cast.
We partiest the hardiest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, thanks for listening. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment. Tell us what you would like to see. Tell us what you would bring to a party or wouldn't. Tell us which one is the annoying friend. And make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
TikTok, sorry.
Absolutely.
Yep, TikTok.
And Twitch at Doc Firmer.
At Doc Firmer.
Yes.
Yep. Live streaming right now. Pogs in the
Absolutely.
chat. So thank you again for another one. And we will see you on the next episode of the Farmcast. Bye.